Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I'm good now. Okay, I think the sound is on. Okay, that's such. Okay, I think we're on the air. Let's bring this up a little bit over here. All right. So Saturday of Labor Day weekend, September 5th. It's a beautiful day out. It's going to be a beautiful weekend with comfortable temperatures. So if you're not looking at homes, I hope you're enjoying the unofficial last weekend of summer, that you're going to pools and you're going to beaches and practicing safe distancing and wearing a mask, okay? But with that being said, it's time for all right. Okay. So that's what we're going to discuss this week or this Saturday about how to win a bidding war. And before we begin talking about that, I just want to say hi to our producer, Leonard Potapkin. How are you feeling today, Leonard?
Fine, sir, Mr. Garguilo. Thank you so much for asking. Once again, I would like to thank you again for allowing me to produce your show. May God bless you, your wife, children, parents and all your descendants. I thank you, my father thanks you, my mother thanks you, my brothers and sisters that are here and back in the formerly blocked Soviet Union countries, thank you.
All right. Thank you again, Leonard. I think it's fine. You don't have to go that far, but I thank you very much. All right. So this week we're going to talk about how to win a bidding war. And the reason why we have to talk about it, again, I think each live stream I talked about how we need listings. And the one, hold on for a second, is someone chatting with me? Hold on. Okay, it's right display. Okay. All right. All right. I got some sort of message, but I don't know exactly what it is, but let me continue. But it seems like, someone is liking my, okay, thank you, Mandeek. Thank you very much. And Mandeek is going to like this because she's also a real estate agent. And we definitely need listings on both sides, okay? Houses are going the same day. In other words, they're getting contracts. And not only one contract, but multiple contracts within 24 to 48 hours of being listed on the multiple listing service. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. Hold on for a second. All right. I think someone is chatting with me. Again, I'm getting new to this software. Okay. All right. I'll have to check afterwards, people who are kind of I think leaving messages. So I apologize for not getting back to you faster. Let me look at this other screen here on my business page. Just bear with me for 1 second. Let me open it up over here if I'm getting questions over here. Well, anyway, as I'm trying to look this up, as I've been repeating like every live stream episode since I've been doing this, is that we need listings. And the buyers that are in the market are the ones who are really, really serious. You know, they're good in their jobs. This, you know, they have their future is not wavering because of happening right now with the pandemic. So the ones that that are in the market, they are extremely, extremely serious. We put on a house, and it was a little bit more on the expensive side. It was like around 279 in our office, and that same day, all right, we had multiple offers on it. So, and it's in contract. I had the home inspection. The home inspection went well, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So if you have been thinking about putting your house on the market, it is the time to do it. It is definitely the time. And again, real estate agents are doing the precautions to keep your house safe as much as we can from COVID-19. So I would really say, if you've been thinking, put it on now. And if it's priced correctly, and the biggest thing is, again, I always repeat this, it has to be priced correctly, and you will get multiple offers. All right, so let me go back to what we're actually going to talk about today. Here's our little chalkboard to go over our topics for today. Okay, that's just the screen. Hold on. All right, hold on. I have to go down to my video, and here it is. All right, and let me just leave this up here for a second. So, how to win the bidding war. And number one, be ready, pre-qualified, and CMA to present your best, oh, I misspelled that, your best offer, not your best officer, your best offer, and act fast. So since that was embarrassing over there, I mean, you should have a best officer. But let's talk in detail about that. So hold on for a second. Someone is talking to me, and let's see. I can't see it on my screen either. Let me see. Let me click on this here. Okay, I have people liking what I have here. All right. I'm sorry. This part of the software about doing the chats, I'm new at, and the thing about it is that you only could practice it while on the air. Okay, so I apologize if I'm not responding to, if you have any questions coming up now. I tell you what, I'll do a you know, whatever comments I see afterwards, after this is done, I will then, all right, okay. I will then I will then discuss afterwards in a follow-up. Okay. All right. So let's go over our topic today. Okay. Chuck Van Riper is enjoying it. Thank you, Chuck. He's liking it. Thank you very much. Let me go back to the items that we're going to discuss today. And let me go to here. Application window. And we're going to open. And I go back to here. And I'm going to turn this on. And I actually, because the print is kind of small, I'm actually going to make it bigger. And I'll be in the little screen here in the lower right-hand corner. All right. So, and basically, what we're discussing today was put on, or I've had imported it onto my blog, Real Estate with Mr. G.blog. So you could still read some of these articles in detail on your own. My blog is updated at least 5 times a week with articles, and not including videos that go up there as well. All right. And then some things that I might just want to write about. I like to write about happenings in the Hampton Roads area, but right now, because of COVID-19, a lot of things are shut down. So I haven't written much about different events, perhaps like at the American Theater and Phoebus or at the Ferguson Center. But hopefully we will soon be reopening, and I'll write articles about that as well. All right, so let me go to, all right. So 3 ways to win the bidding war. Again, a lot of buyers in the market, not that many listings. Now, the first thing here they discuss is be ready. And be ready means to be pre-approved, or at least pre-qualified. And I've had the live streams on this topic, pre-qualification, pre-approval. Pre-qualification is when you talk to one of my wonderful mortgage loan officers, and they pre-qualify you over the phone. And what does that entail? You tell them what your income is. They look at your credit report. And again, when I talk about income, any type of income from your job to any type of side jobs you have, to pensions, to alimony, whatever. And then they'll look at your credit report. So if that initially looks good, you get a pre-qualification letter. And they could do that within an hour. Now, what's the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved is that they don't have the documentation to back that up. You could say off the top of your head, oh yeah, I make $50,000 a year. And then when they get to 30, then you may no longer be you might still be pre-qualified, but the amount of house that you could buy may go down. I'll give you an example where I had someone who was definitely pre-qualified. He looked great, but he wasn't pre-approved. And by the time they sent his paperwork down to the underwriter, and the underwriters are the ones that cross all T's and dot all I's, and they found out that one of his income, or his major income, was also partially a commission. So in other words, he received a base salary, but then he received commission on top of it. So with the base salary and the commission that he was making, he was fine. He was qualified for this house he wanted to buy. All right. But when they looked further into it, they realized that part of it was on commission. Now, when you are a commissioned applicant for a mortgage, now you have to show 2 years of tax returns. Well, you have to show tax returns anyway, but you have to show income. In other words, like a business schedule or a Schedule C. All right, let me see. I'm getting a lot of people. I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing a lot of, let's see, is up here? All right. Again, I apologize if you're leaving me messages. I'm not seeing them. I'm hearing alarms go off. But I'll, go back to those messages after this segment, and I'll answer any questions that you have. All right. But let me go back to what I was discussing. And all right. So anyway, a pre-approval letter is even better than a pre-qualification. This instance, what I just discussed, is something that does not happen all the time. All right, there's always something that goes wrong. But the pre-approval letter, once you do that, then you're pretty much set for your mortgage, and the only thing that has to be done is that the appraisal has to meet the amount that the contract is for. All right. So if you could be pre-approved, if your mortgage loan officer will send your information down to the underwriters, that's even better than the pre-qualification letter. Now, even before discussing bidding wars, you have to have this pre-qualification letter before you put the contract in your offer. That pre-qualification has to go with your offer. Okay. And to just bring up another portion that I've been always talking about is that people, they want to buy and they say, okay, I'll get pre-qualified when I find a house that I really, really like. Yeah, but don't do that. Get pre-qualified now, because there may be a little, stumbling block along the way that you got to get fixed. And if you need a month to fix it, and you wait to that time when you see your dream house, and then you say, well, I can't be pre-approved or pre-qualified right now. Now you're delayed, and you're probably going to miss out on the house that you really, really like. Get that done first. I can't keep on emphasizing it as much as I want, because I have so many people who are looking, but to get them to speak to a loan officer, it's like pulling a candy from a baby or whatever. It's just a hard thing to do. Get pre-qualified first. Now, I also entered on my CMA. If time allows, and if there's some questions on whether or not the seller has priced their house maybe too high, I would do a CMA for you, a quick CMA, on to see if the asking price that they have the house priced at is good, or if it's too high. So I could quickly do a CMA if there's a house you like, and make sure that they're not offering it too high, and see if you should go after it. All right, but most important is to be ready. All right, then present your best offer. And let me scroll down to this little calculation I did here. Now, highest price does not always mean best offer. Meaning, in example number one, or offer number one, the offer price is $100,000. But this buyer is asking for actually 4.5% for closing costs to help pay for the buyer's closing cost. And then what happens in this situation, the seller nets $95,500. Now, the reason why this is like 4.5%, a little side note, on houses that are purchased like around $100,000, they need a higher percentage in closing costs to cover everything. If a house is $200,000, 3% should be good. But in this one, it was they needed 4.5% to pay for their closing costs. Now let's look at offer number two. This one is $3,000 less, but they're not asking for closing costs. So, so here the net is $97,000. So this is actually the better offer. Okay, so highest doesn't always mean the best. You have to figure out what the seller is going to net with your offer. Okay. Going to look again one more time back to, I hear people clicking and stuff. I'm going to just look quickly back on my other screen here to see what's going on. I have a couple of people liking it. I don't see on this page, but it streams out to like 4 or 5 different positions. So it's going out to YouTube, to my channel on YouTube. It's going to my blog. So again, if you're commenting, I apologize. I'll have to go over how to react or respond to comments on the screen. I will personally answer any questions you have once this live stream is over. Okay. Let's go back to my little PDF here. All right. The other thing I wanted to add here, here I talked about the CMA. Number 2, home inspections, investors only. If you're an investor and there's multiple bids on the offer, and you basically know what has to be done, even if the house has to be sprayed or cleared for termites. And again, this is personal, okay? I'm not saying not to do a home inspection. I know in the past that when it came to distressed properties, a lot of the deals, even if they were a little bit lower, but they didn't ask for a home inspection, that went first. Okay, that was the highest and best offer. Because as soon as a home inspection goes in, then the seller thinks, okay, they're going to ask for this to be fixed, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get rid of the property. So home inspections, especially when it comes to investment properties where, if you're going to go in there and you're just going to gut the property, and that's the only way you could flip it, by gutting the property. Even if you find like termites somewhere, you spray, you repair some of the boards that have been infected. So again, let me repeat, I'm not recommending not to do a home inspection. I'm just telling you that's one of the reasons why you may lose an offer on distressed property. Okay, that's really for investors to gut and to flip. All right. And just another note I wanted to say is that a cash offer avoids any denials from the bank. Again, I'm not saying if you could offer cash, you got the deal. But let's say there's a couple. All right, let me give you this example. Let's say there's 2 offers and they're same. And one is $100,000 that they have to take out of the mortgage, and one is $100,000 that they have in cash. And they showed proof of funds that they have the money. Then that deal will go to the one, well, most likely will go to the deal with the cash offer. All right, so two really big items here. Be ready. Have that pre-approval letter. It'll be nice if it's pre-approval. Pre-qualified is good. Present your best offer. And by the way, the last one is really to act fast. The time is going very, very quickly when it comes to these offers. So you can say, all right, let me sit down. I'll go over the calculations. I'll submit my highest and best, by the end of the week. It's Monday. I'll wait till, no, they're going very, very quickly. You got to think fast. You cannot wait for it. All right, so these articles are on my blog, and you can read them more in detail. Actually, there's very good articles during the week about the real estate industry. And let me go back to my screen. I wish I could figure out why I'm getting all these beeps and if people talking to me, but I can't find it. So I'll look into that. And again, I will respond. I think there might be other people watching it. Okay. All right. So something I have to work on. So let me just move this down here. Okay. Okay. Oh, so let me show you a little video that's actually I think I uploaded this one, maybe not. That's on my blog. Just this little video kind of puts into a summary what we just discussed. All right, so that was a nice little summary of what we just discussed. And before we get ready to go, it's almost 10:30. What came out this week is the fall buying and selling guides that I've actually uploaded to my blog. So here we have the buying a home, and basically it has all the information that we've either discussed in the last 2 months that I've been doing this every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. or that's on my blog site. Okay, so we have one specifically for buyers of homes during the fall of 2020. And you could download them at my website. All right, you'll see it's if you go there today, it's the first article after my little introduction, and then we also have the selling your house for the fall. All right, and a lot of good information on selling your house, and that's up again on my blog. And there's a specific one, and I wanted to talk about it last week when I talked about pre-qualifications and so forth. This one specifically, there's a guide there for a millennial guide to ownership. And those are the people who are most likely they're first-time buyers. They're entering the market. They're entering their professions. And so this guide is made specifically for them, right? So again, they're on my blog site, free to download. There's no charge, okay? All right, so that's something to look at during your Labor Day weekend, all right? So let me see here. I think I'm getting a little, I think my producer, Leonard Potapkin, is actually calling out my name. What's going on, Leonard?
Fine, sir, Mr. Garguilo.
That's sorry about that one. That's the wrong one. Let me move down a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, these menu bars are so hard to see. Okay, where is this one over here? Okay, let me try this way. Oh, here it's up here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yes, Leonard, are you calling me?
Chris, we have a special guest in the audience, one of my favorites. He was an American football player, actor, and television sports commentator. After a 12-year playing career as a halfback and flanker for the New York Giants of the National Football League, he was a play-by-play announcer and commentator for 27 years on ABC's Monday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Gifford. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was a big surprise. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and have a beautiful and safe Labor Day weekend. It looks beautiful outside. Keep your social distance, wear a mask when you're around people, and we'll see you next week. Be well. If you're looking to buy a house or sell a house, please contact me via any of these avenues that this live stream video is going out to. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.